Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I would like to share with you what I would consider to be the top 10 most impressive sets within my movie collection. Now, when I say most impressive, there's a number of factors. It's not necessarily just like the most expensive sets or the most like rare sets or anything like that. I try to kind of make up this list of items that I would consider to be stuff that in and of itself is just a very impressive item. There are a few box sets mixed in here. There's some individual sets, and I'm probably missing some. I kind of walked around my whole movie room for the last half hour trying to decide on which ones to put into this list. And so, maybe a week from now I might change my mind. Coming up with only 10 was actually pretty difficult, but I just wanted to kind of talk about some of these sets. Some of them are just absolutely incredible that we even have these. And I'm sure like over time, again, my mind will change on some of these, but I'm just going to dive right in. I'm going to try to give a reasoning behind each one. But the first one here, this is a film that a lot of people don't actually like, and I actually do like it. I think it's a very interesting film and an interesting footnote to this director's filmography, and that is the film Dune by David Lynch. Now, particularly, this is the out of print now Arrow Video limited edition 4K. So this all is in a nice package of this like a nice outer case, like a harder outer case. And so you have this. I know they also released this on a different artwork variation than this, and they also released this just to have an individual release. This particular set, though, is the Steelbook version. So before I get into all of the booklets and stuff, I'm just going to go quickly over the packaging of the Steelbook. It has this beautiful, beautiful artwork, and on the inside, you have a few things. You have the 4K disc, and then you have a bonus disc, and you have the Blu-ray disc. So you have 3 discs, one of which is 4K, 2 are Blu-ray. And then you also have within here, or I should add that you do have some artwork on the back side of the, like underneath the discs, which I love it when steelbooks do that. Within this, you also have here some art cards. And so you have the Arrow Video like advertisement card, and then you have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like postcard type of things within the packaging. And so I'm not going to necessarily go through every single item within here, but and then on the back you have these. So just in general, like this packaging for the Steelbook is impressive. That you get some really nice artwork and some really nice like postcards. But included in the limited edition, you have here several other items, including the J card, which if you're not familiar with what a J card is, it's essentially, it looks like a J, and this is the item, or this is the piece of paper that would wrap around for the back, and it would go around the front. So, but the long list of special features is absolutely insane. Just a bunch of extras, and I'm not going to read off all of them. I'll just kind of show that here quickly. And yeah, it is actually insane for how many special features you have. But then also included is a poster. And let's see if I can just quickly do this. It's a double-sided poster. So you get this one, which is like the back side of the postcards. And then you get this poster, which is the like the cover art. Let's see. So included in this set, you also have here, this is a booklet, The Design of Dune. And this is a 98-page booklet of just all kinds of like just design work for the film. This movie, it was kind of a notorious one to have a lot of design that could be behind it. If you're not familiar, Alejandro Jodorowsky was going to direct a version of Dune, and there's a whole book on basically his design work for it. But Also included in this is another booklet, which this one is a 58-page booklet on, just looks like a bunch of information about the film. And so Arrow Video, just in like general, they do a very good job of, especially the limited editions, which you can kind of see like right here, the shelf of it's a bunch of limited editions behind me. They do a very good job of including posters and booklets and like sometimes steel books and just all kinds of fun things. And so yeah, that is just kind of, in my opinion, one of the more impressive sets. I know there's probably other ones out there. I also have a soft spot for David Lynch films. I absolutely love his work. And so, yeah, I decided to pull Dune as the first title that I was going to talk about. The next item I want to talk about, this is actually a box set put out by Scream Factory. Scream Factory does a pretty good job of putting out a good variety of horror films, different like subgenres within the horror genre, and their box sets are always impressive to me. They're not necessarily loaded with the most special features or like the most custom packaging or anything like that, but I really do appreciate when they put all of a series together into one box set. And so this one was kind of hard because I was going back and forth between this set and another one that's very, very similar. But I decided to go with the Friday the 13th Complete Collection. So this has all 12 films in it, plus a bonus disc. And it has this beautiful artwork all the way around, and artwork on the top. And if you bought this during I think it was a pre-order, or you could buy this basically with a poster with this wraparound artwork as a poster. Personally, I'm not super into posters. They just simply don't have the space for them, and so I had to, just basically get the set and not worry about the poster. But the company of Scream Factory, they put out a Halloween set, which is a very similar in-box art, I guess, of like how they have it presented. And Friday the 13th is personally my favorite horror franchise, or one of them at least. And so I decided to go with this one because it's so many films all put together in a nice packaging. I'm not going to pull out each individual title here, but this just includes part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, and Freddy vs. Jason, and then the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th, plus a bonus disc. But also included is a booklet here, which has some more information on the films, and this is a 54-page booklet. But also included in the set is a bonus disc, or rather bonus discs. This is a 2-disc set with just some special features here. And I believe each movie also has special features on them, because this is the card that it came with, and it just has a bunch of features on there. So all in all, just a really impressive set to have all 12 films on a 16-disc set. And really, in my opinion, this is the best way to get the entire franchise. I know the first movie and the second movie and the I think it's Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell and the 2009 remake have all had 4K transfers. Unless if they come out with a 4K box set with all of them, this is probably going to be the most cost-effective and the just all in all the best way to get all of the movies, because it's just all of them in one package. It looks great on a shelf, and yeah, I absolutely love it. The downside with getting them individually on 4K, part 2 was included in a Paramount box set to get on 4K, and that's the only way, as of recording this, that's the only way to get the film on 4K. And so you had to buy that box set and get 3 other movies that you might not necessarily even want in your collection. You might just be after Friday the 13th Part 2. So that's like, it's one of those unfortunate situations that I wish they would just release it by itself. Arrow Video has now released Jason X, Jason Goes to Hell, and Friday the 13th, which is the 2009 remake. And so, yeah, that's kind of the 4K transfers rather. But yeah, this is definitely, in my opinion, the best way to get these amazing films. Now, moving on to the next item, this is a company that is kind of becoming notoriously known for their amazing sets that they put out. Honestly, any item from this company I would recommend because of just the quality and the amount of detail and care that they put out. And this is the company of Second Sight. This was actually kind of a hard one because I have a few different sets that I would honestly say that these are all very, very impressive box sets. But I decided to go with this one. This is now unfortunately out of print, but this was a holy grail of mine that I've been looking for a long time, and I semi-recently got it, which was, I think it was January that I got it. But this is the box set of Dawn of the Dead, put out by Second Sight. This is the 4K limited edition box set. And it is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love it. I'm just going to show off the back here quickly. Look at all of those special features and all of that amazingness. But included in this set, which this just kind of pops off here, and then you have the items in here. I should add that this does also come in like a really nice sturdy box set. But included in here, this is a 4-disc edition of the film. And so this includes the 4K theatrical cut, the 4K extended cut, the Argento cut on 4K, and then the special features on a Blu-ray disc. And just some amazing artwork as well. There's so much care and detail, care to detail within this set. But then also included is this, which this has a 3-disc soundtrack. And so this is the original soundtrack by Goblin, I'm not even going to attempt to say that, but it has 3 discs here. These two are the De Wolf. I'm going to butcher that, but I apologize ahead of time. But absolutely amazing artwork. So not only do you get a 7 amazing discs between the soundtracks and the 4Ks and Blu-ray, but you also get here 2 different books. This one right here is a movie novelization. So this is written for the movie, or rather it was written about the movie. So it's the entire movie as a novel, which is kind of fun. This is, 226 pages, and so absolutely incredible. And then you also have here, this is a nice hardcover book, and this is just all information about the film, and it is 156 pages, and so just an amazing set. I mean, really truly just an amazing set that even exists, that you have so much information on this movie, including all of the different cuts, all of the different versions of the movie, because I know this was one that there was a lot of different versions put out over time. And yeah, I mean, before we had, let's see if I can quickly pull it out. Before, I would say this was the nicest version of the Dawn of the Dead series or the movie rather, which this is the ultimate edition. But in my opinion, this truly is just absolutely incredible. And I'm very, very happy and grateful that I was able to get this. And so, yeah, Dawn of the Dead. Now, moving on to the next item, this is a company that I would like to actually add more titles to my collection from them, because everything that they have produced is just absolutely incredible. This is actually an Australian company, if I'm not mistaken, but this is the company of Umbrella Entertainment. And this first one that I wanted to talk about, because I have 2 here that I wanted to go over. This is the 4K, the ultimate cut of Caligula. Now, this is a pretty controversial film, and I understand why, but this set is absolutely incredible. But this is a 4-disc collection on 4K, and it comes with the film with a slipcover, which is always fun. And inside you get, the 4K. Kind of pull this out. The disc 1, which is 4K, disc 2, I forget which ones are which, but yeah, you just get 4 different discs, and you even get reversible artwork on these, which sometimes movies do this, sometimes they don't, where the artwork is actually different on the, I guess it's slightly different on the front and the back. And so, yeah, it's just absolutely incredible. That is even a detail that they paid attention to. But also you get here, you have two different posters. Let's see if I can open these up quickly. So this is the one poster, the front and back. Then this is the other one. So you have the 4K here, the 4-disc. I know there are at least 2, maybe 3 different cuts of this film, and so this includes all of them. Before, you kind of had to, there was one DVD set. I think this was put out on Blu-ray with the different cuts, but it was kind of hard to find and kind of expensive. But this includes all of the different cuts, and so you can watch all of the different ones. But then you also have here, this is a booklet on, not even a booklet, this is a full-blown book on like the film and the making of and the different, just all the information about it. This is, let's see if I can have a page count on here, 245 pages. And this is a hardcover book on all of this, all the information, which is absolutely incredible. And then you have here, you have this little like fake magazine, like kind of also going over the different, just different things within the film. And so you have here, which has just like some fun, like vintage looking like cigarette ads and stuff like that. And then you also have some art cards, which is just, let's see, I'm not going to go over all of these, but just a lot of different like art cards there. And I think these are all just different like posters, if I'm not mistaken, like mini posters, which is cool. And then this is actually insane that this is also included in this ultimate cut. This is a 424-page screenplay of the movie. And so you have the entire screenplay right here. The movie is like 3 hours long, so that's actually insane. But included within Umbrella Entertainment titles, each one is numbered, at least for the limited edition. And so this is number 111 out of 5,000. And so they come with this little like card on the back, just going over all the special features and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I absolutely love Umbrella Entertainment. I think it is a very impressive company. They are really put in a lot of detail, especially something like this where, you know, they have, posters and this little like fake magazine and, hardcover books, and then even down to the artwork where it's a reversible like cover art, which is always so fun. But yeah, this is the ultimate edition of Caligula. The next title I wanted to talk about, this is also one from Umbrella Entertainment, and this is one that I am so grateful that I was able to get, because after watching this movie, I absolutely loved it. And I'm going to try... See, I might have to do this for YouTube's sake, but that is the film Possession by Andrei Zulowski. I got number 195 of 1,500, and so this is actually a pretty limited number, which is this is the limited edition, I should add. But yeah, I'll show the back here quickly. But this is like an amazing set. It has here on the spine and the other spine here, if it'll focus on that. So within here, similar to the other one, there are let's see, a bunch of art cards, which is fun. I'm not sure how many, but yeah, different art cards. You have here a hardcover book on a bunch of information about the film, and that is, pages are not numbered, so I am not sure how many pages. Whatever that is within the, I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. But this, I'm going to have to, let's see, I'm going to have to do this. This is the film on 4K, which is such an interesting, weird film. And here's the just the regular casing. And this movie is definitely not for everyone. It is a very I don't even know how to explain it. Andrzej Zulowski is the director, and his style is definitely different, but I do really enjoy it. And so this is a 2-disc collector's, or I guess limited edition of the film, but you have here the 4K, and then you have the Blu-ray disc there. But within it also you have a poster, which I'm going to try show maybe. Let's just do this. Yes, we have a poster, and then on the back we have the artwork variation. So if you've seen the movie, you'll understand like why I have to kind of censor some stuff, but it's a movie about a relationship, about a marriage basically falling apart. And so there are a lot of themes within this movie that are I don't even know how to describe it. It's a very fascinating film, and but beyond just the film itself, this is just a very, very impressive set, because this movie was kind of one that was harder to find in some ways. Before I bought this, I never came across a physical media copy of it just in the wild. I would always have to look on eBay. And I think there was a DVD, there was a Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray was out of print and kind of expensive. And so this was definitely a great 4K upgrade. But yeah, that is the movie Possession. Now, speaking of Andrzej Zulowski, which I've talked about him a lot on this channel, but unfortunately he had a kind of a tragic life, in my opinion. The more I learn about him, his life there was a lot of things that happened that no human should really go through. It's just a lot of sad things. And so he was a very interesting director that I feel like his work was not appreciated as much as it should be. Even now, I don't think it's being appreciated as much as it should be. I absolutely love his films. I think it's slowly becoming more, like his movies are slowly becoming more and more appreciated over time. But this is the kind of a box set that kind of first got me into Andrzej Zulowski, and unfortunately this set is out of print now. This is put out by a company that I also do not have a ton of titles from, and that is Eureka Entertainment, which is a company based out in England. And yeah, this is the Masters of Cinema series of Andrzej Zulowski, and it is absolutely incredible. Really, the big one here is the one film in here that I'll get to in a second. But I've talked about this director of this film before, and I'll just kind of quickly show everything on here. But included within this set, included within this set, there are 3 films: The Third Part of the Night, The Devil, and On the Silver Globe. And so here you have the first 2 films on in a single package. They each have their own disc, which I kind of wish they had individual discs, like individual packaging for both of these, but that is okay. And then you have On the Silver Globe. And this is a 2-disc edition as well. And so you have the film, and you have, which I believe is a bonus disc, if I'm not mistaken, within there. And then also included, you have a booklet, and this is a 57-page booklet, so a bunch of information on these films. The reasoning why I pointed this one out is On the Silver Globe. This movie is one film that I've talked about also a lot on this channel, but when I first got this set, it was almost like a quest to actually even view this movie, because prior to this, I did not have a region-free player. This is a Region B Blu-ray, and so you have to have a region-free player if you live in America to actually view this movie. But it was well worth it, because this movie is absolutely incredible. The story behind this particular film is why I included this box set, is because this is a movie that, before this set, it was a very, very, very hard film to actually find. I think there might have been a YouTube video, like you could watch the whole movie on YouTube, but in regards to physical media, this was a very difficult film to find. And so, yeah, it was a basically long story short, because I don't want to get too much into it, but the Polish government shut down the production of this movie, and it was about 80% complete. And so he had to he basically he was ordered to destroy all the prints and all the costumes and all the sets because they felt that the movie was like propaganda against the government, which in my opinion it's not. I think it's just it's based off of a novel that his uncle, I believe, wrote, and so yeah, it is a very fascinating film. But years later, he basically, thankfully, saved the prints of the film. And years later, he was able to go back and add to the film. Unfortunately, by then, it was far too late to actually, continue to film because it was, costumes were destroyed, people no longer were part of the production, and so he kind of did like a voiceover narration of what would be happening on screen, and just did like shots of like modern day Poland. But yeah, it's a very fascinating film because it's one that I think if it, in my opinion at least, I think if it actually came to fruition, I think it would actually have been one of the great sci-fi films, especially for its time. This came out in 1972, but I should say it was being filmed in 1972, but it would actually came out in 1988. So yeah, very, very fascinating film, a lot of history behind it. I would highly recommend checking out some, like, if you are curious on this, I'd highly recommend checking out some videos that are going more into the detail of things and actually what happened. I know there's some great YouTube videos on that. But yeah, on the Silver Globe, just in general, it is a very impressive set that we even have a Blu-ray that is more or less available to the modern audience. Now going into some bigger box sets here, these are all pretty big sets, and so I'm going to try to go through them quickly so my arms don't fall off. But the first one that I wanted to talk about here, this is put out by Arrow Video. This is one that is actually now out of print, but you can still buy like non-limited edition versions of this set. And so I think there's two different box sets that you can purchase, but that is the Gamera, the Complete Collection. And so this is about the size of a cereal box. If you are familiar with Arrow Video, like these like limited edition sets, there was one that was very similar called the Herschel Gordon Lewis Feast collection. And I was going back and forth between that one or this one. I decided to go with this one for one particular reason, which I'll get into here in a second. But you have this amazing, giant, beautiful artwork box set with a bunch of films, which is absolutely incredible. And then you have here 3 different items within the box set. I'll go through the films first. And unfortunately, some of them are like 2 movies per disc, which is it's always like not a ideal situation, but honestly, for what this is, it's okay. But yeah, you have here all of these films, which this packaging also is not ideal because sometimes you could potentially scratch things, but again, I mean, for what this set is, it's absolutely incredible, especially all this beautiful artwork. And then you have here some postcards, which is fun. And yeah, I mean, it really is just such a cool booklet of like films. But then you also have here, you have 2 different books. I'll go over this one first. This is the comics collection, and so this includes 5 different comic books of the Gamera stuff, or the Gamera films. And so, let's see, how many pages is this? It doesn't say the page number. Oh, it does. Sorry. Let's see, 135 pages. And this is a hardcover book of all of the different comic books there, which I'm personally not a huge comic book person, but it is kind of fun when they include that within a set. And then also here is another booklet, which is all the information of the films, and that is 79 pages. So that is all included. But I think it's an impressive set to say, like, it has the comic books, this other booklet, and all of the films all in one packaging. There are, like I said, there are 2 different box sets that include just the movies, and those ones are kind of cool because when you put them together, it kind of makes one picture. But yeah, I would highly recommend if you come across this. Also, if you are a fan of like the Godzilla type of films, I would highly recommend just grabbing a copy, because this is just a really cool set that I really like, and it looks amazing on a shelf. Now jumping into a similar sized box set, and unfortunately, I try to limit myself with Criterion. In my opinion, everything in the Criterion collection could have went into this video because I think it's all an extremely impressive collection of just films from around the world, and films that most people probably don't even know about, or once you start learning the history of Criterion and what films led to what and stuff like that, I think it's a very, very impressive company. And so I kind of limited myself with box sets, and the one that I wanted to talk about is the Ingmar Bergman Cinema box set. And so this set is absolutely incredible, as you can see here. Yeah, just an absolute incredible set. And I'm gonna go over here. So this has like 30 movies in it, and it is like, if you're not familiar with Ingmar Bergman, he is a director, a Swedish director, that his films are all, like, I've yet to come across one that is just boring. They're all fascinating, and they all build these worlds so well. And so I'm going to quickly, some I guess I should say, some films that you may have heard about are like The Seventh Seal, which is shown there on the cover, or Fanny and Alexandra. But this is just a really impressive collection of films, because you really get, I mean, I think this runs at retail about $300, if I'm not mistaken. And so during a Criterion sale, I think you can get this for about $150. If I could be mistaken, it's been a while since I looked up prices for this, but really this is a 30-disc collector's or collection of fantastic films. But not only do you get 30 discs worth of films, you get this really impressive booklet, which I think is a 247-page book of just all of the information on all of the different films. And so if you are a fan of Criterion, I know it might seem a little like, 'cause it's kind of like one of those things where like a lot of the films are individually released within the Criterion collection, and so it might seem a little like counterproductive to buy something like this, especially if you're going for a complete Criterion collection where you could just purchase the individual titles. But I will say that this set includes films that are not necessarily available on Blu-ray within the Criterion collection, and so you're getting a lot of special features, you're getting a lot of extras, I mean, including this booklet and stuff. And so for the price, you are really getting a solid bargain, and I can't recommend this collection enough, especially if you like Swedish cinema. So yeah, that is the Ingmar Bergman Cinema collection. Now, kind of staying with the Criterion theme, this is another item that I wanted to talk about within this video, and this set is very, very out of print. It's technically not Criterion, it's Janus Films, which is kind of like a precursor to Criterion, if that makes sense. But a lot of these films are also within the Criterion collection. This is a DVD box set, and this is just an incredible set. If you are, you know, fortunate enough to find a copy at a good price, I would say definitely buy one of these. These go for way more money than I really thought. I mean, these sell for a couple $100s now, which is absolutely crazy. But this is the, I'm going to try to show it. This thing's very heavy. This is the 50 Years of Janus Films collection, the Essential Art House box set. So you have here, that's the one spine. The back, this side, top looks just like the sides. But this is a very, very nice set because it has like this almost like fabric, like, I don't even know, coating of fabric like around the entire set. This thing weighs a ton, so I'm going to put it down. And the reason why it weighs a ton, so it has this this giant empty, it's like the size of a vinyl record basically, but it has a hardcover book here, also wrapped in that same like material, and so it almost feels like fabric. This is like a coffee table book, so this is also very, very big. And this is 233 pages long. And so this has all of this information on all of these amazing, amazing films. And within the other one, the other thing within the box that obviously is the films. And so this is 50 years of Janus Films, or Essential Art House rather. And again, in that same material. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, this has like 50 movies in it. But this is just a really impressive box set because of just the amount of movies. I mean, 50 movies in one box set is absolutely incredible. They are all DVD, I should say, as well. And there are films in here that you probably wouldn't have thought would be in here. I mean, some of the ones that are more popular is like some Alfred Hitchcock films, like The Lady Vanishes. There's a Pandora's Box, Richard III, Seven Samurai, The Seventh Seal, Summertime, 39 Steps, The Third Man, Virgin Springs, just a bunch of great, fantastic films. And yeah, I'm gonna quickly try to just show what they are or how they're housed within the film, or within the box set. Yeah, it's a little blown out on camera, which I apologize, but yeah, this is just a really, really impressive set because of just the diversity within the different films. And so that's why I decided to put this in this video, but the Essential Art House Janus Films collection. Now, the last item that I want to talk about, this is not necessarily the most impressive set in my collection, or the most impressive item. I will say that this is just an incredibly impressive box set that is technically my wife brought into our marriage. And so she had this before we were married, but this is just an incredible set. I honestly have not seen anything like it, or quite like it. But I'm going to try hold it up because it's extremely heavy and it's very, very large. But that is the Harry Potter collection. And this thing is absolutely massive. I mean, it's so heavy. I really don't even open it up all that much because of just the size of it. And so the lid kind of pops off. And let's see, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. But I'll throw a photo up here of what the whole thing looks like when it's all opened up, because I don't know how I'm going to show it off because of just how large it is. So I'm just going to show off here the first film because it's the easiest one to access. Each movie is a 4-disc collection, or collector's edition. And so you have the Blu-ray, then you have the DVD, and then you have the special features disc. And then this is a Blu-ray of, let's see, Creating the World of Harry Potter. So this is another special features disc on Blu-ray. But that is for all 8 films. All are like 4-disc editions of all 8 movies. And included in this set, there are other fun little, there's like a little map and little trinkets within the within this box set. And so really is one of the most impressive items within my collection. It's one, again, I don't really open it up all that much because I have the Blu-ray, like the pack of the Blu-rays as well. But yeah, that is what that set is. And so guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this video is a little long. I really do appreciate it. But let me know, what are some of the most impressive items you guys have in your collection? I am very curious. I think the beauty of physical media is showing it off, telling friends about it, showing other people, what makes a set special, what makes a film special. And so I know at the end of the day, it is about the movie, not necessarily the packaging or the booklets or anything like that. It really comes down to if the movie is special to you. But this is all just, I don't know, the most impressive box sets within my collection. And so yeah, guys, let me know what you think of everything that I picked out. In any other videos, if you saw something that you think is more impressive, please let me know in the comments down below. I am very curious to hear your thoughts. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.